All right. Well, fucking hello.
Yeah, we're just. I do this with our CB sometimes. Just throw it on, just literally while we're already shit posting. Just goes.
Wait, we're literally already talking shit and taking names, and we just haven't been recording any of it.
Well, it hasn't been that egregious yet because we haven't gotten to the parks. But
I mean, it can get egregious if you really want it to be. Anyways, I'm about to eat me a fucking sugar cookie. I'm eating like I'm stoned, but I'm not.
Okay, but what is this? Where is it from?
The cookie, it's just one of them fucking Publix cookies, soft cookies that have like the little icing on top, you know?
No, that's pretty gas. Every now and then I honestly have a craving for that shit, so that's pretty gas.
Right. Damn, that sounds good. Goddamn.
Oh, that sounds like a slapper, though.
Mm-hmm.
But no, for real, I wish I could have. What was that brewery you guys went to? That looks awesome. Looks gezellig. I just learned that word the other day.
What does that mean?
There's really no direct translation, but apparently it means like cozy, warm, sociable situations, good vibes with homies. So that's it. It's like a Dutch translation. So
I'm trying to figure out what the name of that brewery was.
Yeah, was it in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, it was Rotunda Brewing Company.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm definitely gonna be like I said, plug what you need to, because I'm gonna be looking at you for when I be traveling for the Travel Beer Diary. Because
listen, isn't that a weird I was sitting at a bar in Mississippi and came up with it as an idea, and I was like, it's fun to just post on for the shits and gigs.
Right. I'm like, bro, and it seems like so up your alley because you're always you're having a little beer every now and then, and you're always moving, especially with the coaster, with coaster travel. You're always on the move, always traveling.
Right.
So like it just works. I mean, and there's so many breweries.
It was just a fun little idea I came up with and figured, I'm gonna just start posting on it, and I love that I was like, some random person posted this, and people started following it because it was obviously, it's me, but yeah, it's a pretty fun little thing to post on just for funsies.
Yeah, y'all, if you haven't already figured out, this is a slightly different episode. This is a recap, a full-on recap. We've decided to do just a full-on episode for it. No cutting in half. And we got homies that were at the event this time.
Yeah.
No, and we got a returning voice. We got someone with some of the best coaster content out there. The Ride Factor. Aron himself, bro.
I was going to say, Alex, what?
With my once a month Instagram post.
Bro, you didn't even I tagged him with enough one post, he didn't even look at it, bro.
On Zero G Coasters?
Yeah. So I gotta know. I know you don't even use that one now, so I gotta just use your main. But yeah, Aron, appreciate you for coming on again. It's been too long.
Yeah.
Man. It's been too long.
It has been, but it's also been too long since I've posted much. I mean, life's been kind of busy, so.
Oh yeah. But I mean,
if you hear my dogs in the background, just fair warning. They like to talk, so.
Some people might like that. I mean, generally, we've had the fur baby talk before.
Yeah, well, I got 4 of them.
Oh yeah, how have they been?
Good. They're just doing their thing, acting like crazy animals, like always. But yeah, life's been good. Been busy working a new job, So, coaster stuff has kind of had to come to a little minor pause for now. Soon to change because I'm going to have my Dorney video come out and my SooperDooper Stumble video come out soon. So,
man, I'll be waiting. I'll be right there.
Yeah, I'm waiting to have time to edit.
Hey, I know Coaster and Brews. Sometimes they'll be editing vlogs all the way back from 2021.
Yeah, for sure. We did, if you did see, Allison's SooperDooper Stumble recap video has gone live.
Honestly, I was probably gonna look at it right after.
Yeah, I mean it's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
shout out
I want to
Buzz
talk
Bars,
about
man.
one thing of news.
What's up?
I do.
I
want to talk about this B&M BS happening at Tampa.
What is this?
What's y'all's thoughts?
I thought it was a Vacoma, I'm not gonna lie.
I was kind of curious at first what it was, but it clearly looks like a B&M. I see a lot of people on Twitter happy about it. They're Busch Gardens Tampa locals. But I digress. It's weird because it literally is a baby Montu or Montu literally.
Why didn't they just retract Montu?
Montu is a phenomenal ride to retrack it.
Why didn't they just pave down the whole park? Jesus.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm joking.
hold on. Okay, listen. Just because you don't know how to have a good time at a theme park doesn't mean that you have to talk shit about the park with my favorite coaster in the world. Okay?
Hey, Quasi's my number 3, man.
All right,
Yeah,
so
Guazi's my number uno.
respects. Have I shown you my Gwazi memoriam at my desk?
No.
How my PC's literally Gwazi themed. I have a Gwazi banner and a Gwazi blueprint above my desk. I love Gwazi.
It is. And I mean, to be fair.
To be fair, shout out Drunk Riders.
Yeah, shout out Drunk Riders. Marcus, I hate you. You'll understand when he hears this.
Yeah, and also you're a bitch.
Yeah. He'll understand why I say I hate him for that. Anyways, to be fair, Velocicoaster sits at a very, very, very close second.
I respect it.
And something else may sit at a pretty damn close third.
Okay, so before I feel like Aron, since it's been a little while for you, we need to hear your top 15 again later. Like that's.
Oh, I have a top 10. I stop at 10.
Okay,
because,
wherever you got.
I'll do the 15.
Technically, I stop at 10. I should probably go to 15. I actually need to really consider a top 25 because 25 Days of Coasters is coming up soon.
That is true. That is true.
And so I really need to kind of evaluate. I have a top 12 currently. All right. So we're going to start with 12.
All right. Oh, we're just jumping right in. All right. So.
Fuck, why not?
All right. So.
Are we prepared?
All right. Let me pack another bowl. Yes. I'm prepared.
Alex is going to be mad because he's like, this top 12 sucks.
I feel like ours is going to be similar. I'm not going to lie.
Well, I guess we'll see. We did have a park that we did together that two parks, but we did a park that we did together, just you and I.
Yeah. We're Silver City.
Yeah.
Good times.
The snack time.
We didn't get to re-record it. The Stumble. Shame.
Dude, I honestly, the rain kind of drowned out a lot of my video stuff that I was gonna do. So.
Yeah, I can imagine. Like it was wet.
Yes.
It was so wet.
It was definitely moist.
It was something.
But yeah, that's definitely a perfect way. Moist, very sticky weekend. Like I literally was wiping myself, and I would still be wet. Man, it was so bad. I tried using the air dryers in the bathroom, bro.
Bro, I saw somebody, it was downpouring, they were standing in one of the dryer things, you know, the machines that you can stand on Saturday water rides?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They were standing in it doing it, and I'm like, you do realize you're about to walk back out in the rain.
Yeah.
Like, it's not slowing down.
Honestly, I may have just sat there and used it until someone else used it.
Honestly, you're right.
I'm
just
like,
stand there and...
because like I feel like the heat is still gonna sit there for a bit. That's gonna feel kind of good because it was kind of cold, man. Like, but
honestly, I was shocked by how well the weekend turned out with everything.
Oh yeah,
that we were facing.
Oh yeah, by 6 on Saturday, the gates open literally.
Oh yeah.
actually open for the
It's-
park.
Oh,
But you're number 12. Let's start
oh
off.
yeah. Let's start with my numero 12. Tatsu.
Ooh.
Tatsu.
Ooh.
Oh, my
Still
dog said
sitting.
it too.
It's still sitting pretty high though, so that's honestly kind of nice.
Yeah, well, it is also a god tier level flyer. Honestly, that ride slaps and will always slap, and I cannot wait to make it out to Magic Mountain again to get on it.
I can't wait to get there, man.
Yeah, me too.
I'm going to upset Alex with this one. My number 11 is Outlaw Run. It has officially left the top 10
Ooh.
Oh, I'll take it.
during this from this trip. It got knocked out of the line.
I'll take it.
Number 10 is Mamba.
Wow, that is high.
Mamba
is so good.
Mamba gave me a new breath of what life is. Okay.
Wow.
Honestly,
Alex can attest to the third row from the back. The amount of airtime that I was getting sent in that seat was.
Mamba's-
People say that row 3 is the god seat. I disagree.
Yeah, Mamba's my number 20. Yeah,
Oh.
it's so good.
It was cooking with fire with no trims, and I had a religious experience on it. Number 9 is Thunderhead.
Oh, that's really high, but oh,
Dude,
Thunder-
Thunderhead is,
Thunder Bay.
yeah, Thunder Bay, Bayhead, whatever you want to call it. It is the only ride and the one and only best ride at Dollywood actively right now. Lightning
Yeah.
Rod could suck it for all I care. Lightning Rod's probably not even my top 50.
Ooh,
Yeah, that might be a little bit of a take,
yeah,
but
that's a deep cut.
honestly, the quad down, just everyone loves the quad down, and it's a great element. The idea of the element is good, but it just isn't it. And if Air Force One's quad down when I get on it isn't similar, probably not gonna like Air Force One either.
Now, do you not like the quad down on Lightning Rod because it's not enough?
No, it's volatile. It just hurts, and that might be making me sound like Kyrie in the fact that it just hurts so bad to ride.
That is a very Kyrie thing to say.
But like, I understand Kyrie's point. Like, it just hurts. It like the whole rest of the ride is great, but the quad down just hurts. Like,
See, I'm wondering if I am so conditioned from riding Twisted Timbers Midlock that, like, because when I rode Lightning Rod, I was like, this is kind of weak. Like the quad down at least. I'm like, this could be more. And
yeah. Well,
yeah.
Thunderhead is top tier
Yeah.
and the best coaster in Dollywood, hands down. And they keep taking care of it.
Yep.
And that means a lot, especially for it being a quality Woody that needs to keep up with the times.
Like, it's great capacity. It's smooth, but still has the grit of a wooden coaster. All around balanced, full on, for like a balanced modern layout. And everything else will be 30 minutes or an hour. Walk over to Thunderhead, maybe 10 minutes. Sometimes just walk on with everything on. Like, okay.
Yeah, exit side, row 12 is the best seat on that coaster. No one can change that.
See,
I need to rewrite it.
my opinion was changed myself. Because I was a back row rider on that. But front row? Oh. I fell in love.
I had one back row Thunderhead ride. That's it. So,
Oh, you are missing out.
But to
It
be
was a
honest,
good
there's no bad row. It's one of those rides, like,
Yeah, it's for sure one of those rides. Number 8 is going to be a doozy for some people. That when I said this to So I forget who I was talking to. We were talking about my top 10, and I said it, and they went, "That's really in your top 10?" And it's because of, and I like to say with stars beside it, the experience.
I think
Guardians of the Galaxy, Cosmic Rewind.
I was gonna say it's either Guardians or Hagrid, something like that.
Yep, Guardians is so good because the entire story is from start to finish. It's a full experience. It's not just getting on a coaster and riding a coaster. It's so much more than that.
Right.
So some people could judge me for not having that in my top 10, but I don't care. It's number 8.
Ah, fuck 'em.
No fucks.
Like for real, like.
I have a similar.
So we can give you some trolls because we know you, but we obviously we don't care at all. It's top 10.
And even if someone didn't, I'm like, I don't care. It's good. If you don't like it, then you just don't like. You don't like a good experience. You just like coasters.
Then you don't remember.
Right.
September.
My number 7.
Wait, real quick before you say that, what is your favorite song to get on Cosmic?
21st night of September.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a
100%.
feeling that'll be my favorite when I go on.
It's my favorite one of the options. Although I haven't got on the Christmas version yet, so that might change.
I've heard that is the lowest tier of all of them, but who knows? Who knows? Hopefully they have more songs this year. I would like that.
I want to try it to see what it's like, but that's that. Right now it's September. Number 7 is a newbie.
Wait.
There's a newbie.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm kind of big, so I'm like, wait. Are you like shortening Anubis or something? But no.
No.
I get it. A newbie.
It's a newbie in the rankings. Wildcat's Revenge.
Ooh.
Wait, you said that's number 7?
That's number 7.
That's wait. Let me see. Let me see. Is that where I have it? No, I have it at number 8. So that's very close.
It's
my number 6.
It's very good. It's very good. It is a great RMC. It is the only other RMC in my top 12. I mean, so it's sitting at 7, and I love RMC, so that's not saying anything against them. That's just going to say it pushed around Outlaw Run from being in the top 10 because it's number 11. So it jumping into 7 pushed Outlaw Run out.
That's what happened with Twisted Timbers this year, and
it is what it is.
I was talking with Airtime Mike. I'm like, we were saying it's just true though. Like, it's just true.
Oh yeah.
And I love Twisted.
And Wildcat. So I think that it is definitely okay. So it's just all around. The pacing is incredible.
Oh yeah.
Insane. It's nonstop. It doesn't really have a lull like some RMCs do. And for that, that's why it was like, all right, this is it. I will say my thighs were hurting really, really bad, so I didn't get to do 13 rides on Wildcat's Revenge like some people did during ERT. But my thighs were hurting pretty bad, but I will say it still sits right there at number 7.
Dude, I'm gonna be sad when it's off season because I conditioned my thighs this year. In Air Force 1 for sure, holy shit. So I'm gonna be sad when my calluses on my feet are gone. When my calloused thighs. I basically have built-in thigh pads, I'm assuming, because I was basically fine by the end of the night on Wildcat.
I mean,
I'm gonna come back and be limping out of the park.
Out to Carowinds and come down on a weekend day, and we could go to Carowinds. It is open year round.
I keep forgetting that.
Or you just moved to Florida.
You don't understand how.
I'm working on it.
I was like, I'm cooking, right? I'm cooking, right? I'm just making the recipe book.
Number 6 is going to be Fury 325.
I think that might be the highest you have had it as someone who's been on the cast.
Well, my opinion on Fury is it is one of, not the best, but one of the best first drops on any coaster I've been on.
100%.
And that head chopper moment in that back row, it really, like, it's unreasonable. You never really have a bad ride, whether you're in the front or in the back. Like, the front, you feel the forces of what 95 mile an hour feels like, and the back, you feel the drag of it, so you feel the coaster pulling you along it. And that says a lot. And the amount of floater airtime on Fury is ridiculous if the trims are not as hot.
No, sometimes it's floatjector. Like,
yeah, it's pretty great.
It's definitely some of the best airtime on a B&M.
Yeah, and I mean, I know some people are like, fuck Carowinds, but like, honestly, Carowinds has such a solid lineup, and they have. There are so many things they could do. They could get rid of a couple of them and put in some newer, like, bigger, better coasters, and they would have one of the best lineups in the country if they just did it right.
Yeah, like, their top 3, I'd be saying, is like, there's literally one of the most top-heavy parks. Because, like,
oh, yeah.
I mean, because GCI and RMC Hurler would be a great park.
Because, like, I'm in
RMC Hurler, and then they put in a Intamin multi-launch similar to Velocicoaster somewhere. Get rid of fucking, what's that shit-ass coaster, the one that their flying coaster? Yeah, fuck that thing. Get rid of it.
And they need to get rid of Vortex instead of trying to bring it back.
Burn Nighthawk and Kitty Hawk to the fucking ground, and an Intamin multi-launch, and they would have the best coaster lineup in the country.
Like, seriously, like literally, like, get rid of it. Get rid of the junk factory sitting in the middle of your park. Get rid of the junk that is sitting in the middle of your park with Nighthawk and Kitty Hawk, and put a Vekoma multi-launch. Appreciate ya. Have a good day.
Or, you know what? Fuck it. You don't even have to bring an Intamin multi-launch in. You don't even have to bring bring in a fucking mock spinner and you're set.
Oh no. Oh my goodness.
Tell me you couldn't imagine a time traveler somewhere in Carowinds. Then you have
over the Midway. That would be
yeah. You're talking about that park, and I mean, people talk shit about Intimidator, but honestly, that's not it. It's been running great this year, and I don't want to hear anyone that hasn't been on it and doesn't think otherwise.
So I went on it this year, and
how many times did you ride it?
I rode it twice.
And what times?
I rode it at 1, and I rode it at 5 before I left.
I don't know what you're feeling, but I'm feeling it, and it's cooking.
It feels like I'm looking at a snail, or like I'm riding a snail ride.
Listen, it's not no monorail.
So I don't know if it's like the staggered seating, because like I sat in the front and I sat in the back. Some people claim the front is better, some people claim the back is better. I had a better experience in the back personally, but
I like the feel of the airtime. It flows. There is some decent issue. Yeah, I get a decent airtime on it. But
see, that's my issue
because of my little addiction to airtime and how I maybe set my seating.
No, I mean, I'll be sitting up forward. I'll be sitting up forward as hell, but I'll be like, come on, where is it? It's almost like Apollo's where I'm like, come on. And it was better this time. It was much better than my first rides, 2022.
It's not the best hyper ever, of course.
Oh yeah.
But
it wasn't bad. I will say that.
It's definitely not bad, and it definitely is a capacity machine if it needs to be.
Oh yeah.
It can take people, and it'll just get it done.
Obster can be actually kind of good.
And I'm not saying it's
surprisingly for Carowinds
the best thing in the world, but when you look at the total lineup of Carowinds, if they got rid of the 2 shit coasters in the center for 1 good coaster, they would have a decent lineup. If they are Seed Hurler and put a decent one in the middle, you would have Copperhead, Fury, an Arm Seed Hurler, Intimidator, and then whatever they put in the middle.
Also, by the way, shout outs to Wallbone, even though, goodness, sometimes he just drives me insane. Apparently, Afterburn is a family coaster. Do you guys agree?
No.
Afterburn is...
It's the best invert. Like, come on. Like,
no, Great Bear is the best invert.
Did you just say it's the best invert, Afterburn?
Yes.
Great Bear is the best invert.
Alex, alright, but we're not talking about the Battle of Mid right now. We're talking about the Battle of Titans.
You guys are gonna... When we get to the recap portion of this, you guys are gonna really hate me. We gonna talk. But anyways, all I'm saying is Carowinds is still a good park, and people that don't think so, that's fine. You're wrong.
I think it's a little overhated, but it's definitely... It could be better, like any park.
Yeah, I mean, and we're also talking about a Cedar Fair park. It's not like we're talking about Universal. You know what I mean? Like, you can only expect so much. Expectations are only limited.
Literally, that's exactly why I say, like, this is why I have a Universal Pass. So I can go and get those higher expectations. Like, why go to Dollywood, you know? Silver Dollar City. Like, those are the type of places I would expect them to go and exceed for the maximum, even on days where it seems like it's underwhelming. And then it turns for the better. Opening a ride 20 minutes when they don't need to do that, you know, like.
Oh, I love that they did that for Outlaw Run when we were there.
Oh my god, that was the best part of my day.
Yeah,
it was already a good day.
All right, so where were we even at? Number 5 now? Top 5?
I'm about to tell you my 5. 6 was Fury.
Okay.
Let me yell at my cat. Hey, cat, get off there.
Oh.
Come on, you puss. Get off. My number 5 is X2.
Oh, I feel like has X2 moved a bit?
It has moved down 2 spots. It has been downgraded from 3 to 5.
Okay.
And X2, that's kind of self-explanatory. It is the most atrocious creation on the planet, but also what the fuck is it, you know? And I know
getting out a monster. That's kind of what it looks like. It looks almost like a big ass like transformer, like Decepticon.
Yeah. And it's so beautiful but ugly at the same time, and I love it. And you guys, neither of you have that cred, do you?
No.
Next year.
Oh,
next year.
I cannot wait until I hear your full review of X2. So yeah, get out of here.
I don't know what to expect. So I'm just. Looks like a ride.
You don't know what to expect even when you get on it. I'm telling you this. You will know what to expect after you hit the brake run.
I just don't understand the hype, I guess.
You will have
rode it. What?
Well, I mean, like, I don't know. I can kind of understand it, but like, it's also just like, it's just a better 40 free spin.
No.
My jaw is agape right now.
No.
I mean, I'll be gladly proven wrong.
Alex, when you crest that drop and you plummet 200 feet plus to your absolute death while not knowing which way is up.
You're facing the ground though during that drop, right?
At some point you start to move away from the ground. You will see. I cannot wait. You know what? We're gonna have to recap that trip when you guys make it up.
Oh yeah.
Number 4. Time Traveler.
That's
That's
really high.
It's so good. And I don't really like spinning coasters like all that much. Like I'm not a huge I want to spin a bunch. Like even X2 being high is kind of crazy. But I can clearly remember the amount of cackling that was happening when me and Alex hit the brake run our first time on Time Traveler.
No, the first time we were just silent after, just in pure disbelief.
We didn't know what was happening in life, and it's just so good.
That ride was...
Wow.
Yeah, it's unreasonably good. Anyways, so yeah, I can't wait. Are you guys gonna get Silver Dollar City? Are you gonna get Silver Dollar City this next year, West?
I am hoping to. We'll have to see. It's kind of out of the way. But if I go to Worlds of Fun,
well, all I'm gonna say is please stand by. I'm hoping that we can, at some point in the next year or two, get a Stumble or Wobble out at SDC. That would be awesome. That would be incredible. Although I don't know, with Dollywood also being kind of hard to get a hold of this year for them. You know, they've tried to get a hold of the parks and the Dollywood. I don't know if it's going to be similar with SDC, so I don't know how
Hey, like I said, I'm literally down, basically what Dollywood is. I don't care if we're getting ERT or anything.
Yeah.
As long as Buzz Bars are there, I'm gonna have a great time.
Honestly, that's kind of how we'll get into that when we get into the recap, but that's kind of how I felt about the weekend. I mean, even if it rained all weekend, I'm still hanging out with the people, and I had never been to Hershey, but I wasn't concerned because it's not like I wouldn't go back.
Right. It's Hershey.
You know, so yeah. But I would love to see Buzz Bars out at SDC. That would be incredible.
It'd be a great time.
Number 3. I just got gushed all of my by my Sky Bay.
Oh, that's so... Skyrim's number 3!
Yes.
Oh,
yes. It is the best first drop on a coaster I've ever been on.
It's a combo, man. 2 for 1.
That thing absolutely wants to rip your spine straight out of your body and not feel bad about it. It is the most ridiculous. Never will be built again. If they ever have to retire it, the world will come to an end. Sky Bay is Sky Bay, and that's just it. It's Sky Bay.
How do you feel that people have that as one of their worst coasters they've ever been on?
They're wrong.
RC's wrong.
No, RC doesn't have it as that, right?
But he still hates on it.
He has it I think he has it in the top 30 still barely.
Yeah, he's wrong. He's wrong. RC, when you listen to this, you're wrong.
Don't worry, he hears it about Hershey. He defended his Velocicoaster opinion earlier, by the way.
Which is
which launch do you think is better, the second launch on Velocicoaster or the first, the main launch and only launch on Storm Runner, which is a hydraulic launch?
Ooh.
What?
Well, okay. The Storm Runner launch is punchy, but I prefer Velocicoaster launch.
2 for 2, Alex, for 2 for 2. So he's not crazy. If it's 2 for 2,
he's crazy.
Hey, I say that's obviously 50-50 right now. This needs to be a poll.
I say that we'll get to that. We'll get to the recap and we'll visit the. Please stand by. Please stand by.
All right. That is interesting though. So continue. Number 2.
Yeah. My number 2 is Velocicoaster, and it is a damn close second to Iron City. And the reason is Velocicoaster. If I was more only about. See, I love an experience because clearly Guardians is in my top 10. but the experience of Velocicoaster is just a hair below. Like the coaster, Velocicoaster itself, the ride is incredible, and yes, the theming and all that does a lot for me. But ride for ride, Iron Gwazi, in my opinion, is better.
Yeah.
Ride for ride, Iron Gwazi just is a fucking monstrosity that is ready to run at any given time, and I am so excited to hear some of the drunk riders get to ride it and hear their opinions.
It's their
that
weekend.
Haven't gotten on it yet. Yeah, it's this. They're this next coming weekend. So
I really hope it's running good for them, because when I went, granted it was just like a storm just came through, and the sun was coming in and out, and it honestly got kind of cool. It was like 70 or 65. It was running like an F2 car, but I love the layout so much for what it is that it still stayed it's still number 2 for me, because Voyage this year, it blew me away. It's one of a kind. But
well, you're also you love weird ass woodies too, so
phrasing, but
no phrasing, absolutely, exactly how I meant it. Anyways, I just can't get over how good Gwazi is, and every time I get on it, it just changes. It's like anytime I get on it, I'm like, this is why it's my number one. And like it doesn't, because anytime I get on Gwazi, I get on Velocicoaster, because if I'm in the area, I live right, like my family and all that, that's where I'm from, and live right between the two. You know, recently I've moved permanently, but like if I go home to see my family, I go get on both of them. You know, so it's kind of hard not to be able to say, yeah, this is why it's my number one.
I mean, you got a lot of rides, so many rides on it. Probably one of the coasters, kind of like Twisted Timbers for me, I-305, where I know literally how to ride, how it's running, when it's running. I just know that ride in and out from a rider's perspective.
Yeah,
obviously.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get that, 100%.
It just is what it is. But yeah, that's my top 12 currently. And honestly, like I could probably do a top 25 pretty easy, because I mean, I think I am just shy of 200. I haven't done the math yet because I haven't really had a chance to do it all since I've been back. But I am just shy of my 200th, and I think if I can do it right, I'm going to make my 200th Daddy Pig for the shit post.
Yes,
that's legendary.
Well, I mean, you also have lore with Legoland. If you guys have listened back to our cast,
yeah, it would be funny to just to be able to make Daddy Pig my thing, and I think my niece might be old enough here sometime soon to be able to ride it with me for my 200th. So
let's go.
That's gonna be awesome. Honestly, though, I think Daddy Pig is such a good shit post alone that's a good milestone coaster. I don't know,
yeah, for sure. And I mean, it's in my hometown. I don't have to go far for it. If I drive, go home to see family, I can make it a pretty reasonable.
Easy to set up this milestone. I'm still
yeah,
wondering.
It's not like I have to go to a park and be like, where some of the people be like, I have to wait for this one to be like, I'm like, yeah, it's the only one in that area I need. So like, I'll go get it when I'm ready.
Yeah, I have no clue what my 200's gonna be, because I'm at 190. I don't think I'm hitting Knoebels.
I thought you were at 193, Wes.
Nah, I'm at 190 exactly.
Oh no, that's because we synced up on Talon, but I got a +3 at Hershey.
So I need to look, because I am at. What am I at? Fuck. The amount of places I've been. I'm at 152, and then I just busted out all of Hershey, all of Dorney, all of Hershey. And I feel like there's something else I'm missing, because I thought I was at like 180 something. So I'm pretty close, to be honest, between them. So I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna do it. But I still have some parks I gotta visit. Like I've got to do Six Flags, the 2 Six Flags parks in Texas, SeaWorld San Antonio. Like I've got quite a bit of parks to go to.
Yeah, and you have literal like 2 parks. It's basically you get to like 200, like 2 full parks.
And I also need to make a weekend and come up and see y'all because I haven't done BGW or King's Dominion.
I will go down to Busch Gardens.
That's how I was saying. I'm like, y'all need to make an appointment for me to go to Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, but I will go when the homies go.
Well, yeah, I mean, I want to go because I've heard it's a beautiful park, but I don't know. Worlds of Fun.
That's the only thing about it.
I don't know. Worlds of Fun and Silver Dollar City are so nice.
I've been hearing Worlds of Fun basically had like a boost within the last 4 years of its like looks, its beautification, its scenery.
It's slept on. Honestly,
I mean, it's a really beautiful park. I was shocked by how pretty it was and how nice it was.
Yeah, me too. Do we want a quick top 15 for me, just banging out real quick, or?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, very quickly. I'll try to make this quick. I'll give explanation for like 2 rides, maybe. 15 Prowler, 14 Storm Runner, 13 Twisted Timbers, number 12 Incredible Hulk.
What?
Yeah, I respect it.
No, I was better.
Yeah, he called a pause. He called a pause. You have to explain.
You cannot slip past that and
I was not going to.
Like it's fucking nothing.
I want to hear the explanation. That ride is
like it burn to the ground, and I would be okay with it.
No.
So
I love Hulk.
Back right seat. You get airtime in the roll, and you're grayed out for magic.
Ejector.
So upside down ejector in that roll, and then you're basically like grayed out until like the helix around the lift hill.
You're basically unconscious until the like the loop, bro. Like it's so good. Like
it has a punchy launch. The second half is great. It's such a refined.
That's just on my top 15.
You know what? It's okay to be wrong.
Anyway, speaking of wrong, for some people, number 11, Steel Vengeance.
I'm not mad at it because I haven't been on it. So
number 10, Maverick. Number 9.
Shitpost. That's too low for Steel, but it's cool.
I got trimmed as fuck, so that's why.
I have yet to get on. I haven't been to Cedar Point either. That's another one I got to get to this year.
I need to rewrite it. Anyway, number 9, Time Traveler. Like Aaron, that ride is fucking fantastic. I love it.
Wait, what was number 10?
10 was Maverick. 9 was Time Traveler.
10 is also Maverick for me.
Maverick is. I need to ride Maverick again. It's so good. Numbers. Where is it? Number 8, Fury 325. Number 7, Outlaw Run. Yeah, this ride's fucking amazing.
Oh yeah.
I think it's not the. I don't know how to phrase this. It's like
phrasing.
It's definitely one of the best RC layouts. I don't know if it's my favorite. It's tied for Gwazi for my favorite, I think.
Yeah, Outlaw Run was shocking.
And I got like 11 rides in it and won 12.
Yeah, you did.
Damn.
Not even one day. It was like 6 hours.
Yeah.
On one train. I was kind of rushing it. Anyway, number 6, Wildcat's Revenge.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So you both have it higher than Outlaw Run.
Yeah. It would be higher. It would honestly be higher if I didn't get a crazy ass headache from it.
Well, you were that day was not necessarily the best day for riding. On top of lack of water, on top of lack of eating,
on top of lack of sun, but yeah. Number 5, El Toro. Pristine.
What's so sad about that is I don't have that credit, even though I was in New Jersey, because it was closed during the time I was there.
Oh yeah.
Was that before Dorney?
Yeah. Wait. No. I'm saying I went. We were staying in New Jersey. Last time I was on the cast, I think I was in New Jersey.
Oh.
The last time I was able to go to Great Adventure like any day I wanted, but it was right after the last accident, and so it was closed the entire time I was up there going to Great Adventure. So sad for me.
That is sad. Number 4, The Voyage. I need to rewrite it because honestly, it's an amazing ride, and I just
Really 4?
I'm
I'm kidding.
Wes is like, excuse me, that should be your number 1.
It was my number 1 for a good period of time, and I just kept on.
No, it's like if anyone has Voyage in their top 20, like for a wooden coaster, I'll consider that like enough.
I don't have Voyage in my top 50 at all, but that's because I haven't been on it yet. Hollywood Nights is going to be an event I do this year.
Man, I'm kind of stressed thinking about it now because like I just hope everyone gets in.
Yeah.
Oh God. All right, keep going.
The final top 3 is actually the same as Aaron's, but in a different order. Number 3 is Iron Gwazi. Number 2 is Sky Rush, and then number 1 is Velocicoaster.
Huh.
Respect.
Velocicoaster is just, I don't know,
It's a full package.
Launch coasters like that. The theme is fucking awesome, and the fucking Rose Bowl is just, I love it. Great ride.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So Great Bear isn't even in there. Good. I just needed to know.
Okay. It's Great Bear is number 30.
Okay, so it's like
It's top 30.
so like it's not even like that high. I'm sitting here thinking it's in your like top 20 or something.
No.
Yeah, my highest invert is honestly my highest invert is 24 surprisingly, but
You want to know where my inverts are?
well, I'm gonna start the recap because we're getting to Dorney, and I have a feeling. It might have something to do with that orange B&M because I was literally. I don't know if you heard the shitpost I started that day, but I was like, "There's no good orange B&M, man." So I was like, I'm looking at that. I'm like, "You're telling me that's good? Name a good orange B&M."
Man, you guys are about to be on fire here.
I know.
Oh,
okay, so.
Dorney fucking.
So, yeah, honestly, we can recap for all the way from the travel. So I saw what happened here. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, we started from my house and we made the trek.
If we're really starting.
Yeah, and then and you were making the drive 10 hours.
Yeah.
from Asheville.
Yeah. Aaron started 10 hours. I started at like 5 a.m. to get Cam from the airport. And then drive to West House, and then we went.
Which it was awesome to see him there, new member.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Smuggled him from Kansas City.
We ran into him in Worlds of Fun. He's the one who got the wristband from Marcus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome. It was very sad that Daniel could not make it, but it did work out to get a new member.
No, Cam, homie, hella homie, man.
He's a homie.
Like,
oh yeah,
super happy I was able to be the man.
But Dorney Park, on the other hand, not the homies.
So we got there and we tailgated a little bit
on Gazelig. It's all.
That was the best part of the night, or one of the best parts of the night.
Bro, seeing everyone and feeling the buzz bars. I'm telling you, like.
And I will say the weather that night was also the best weather of all time.
Oh yeah,
like cool, like 65 degrees. Perfect fall day. It's hot at morning.
We were looking at the park. We walked on in, and then as we're all getting excited coming on in, I get turned around.
Yeah, I almost got turned around because Cedar Fair, the rule is you can have the biggest bag you can have is a fanny pack, and they technically have sizes for fanny packs, but I'd assume most fanny packs fit under one size. So me and Wes were going in. The security guard stopped us. He was like, "Hey, we need to put your fanny pack in this little like cubby test size thing," which is also like the smallest damn cubby, and I feel like it does not match the sizes on the website, in my opinion.
Like, honestly, if you put your fingers together, like your pointer finger and your thumb together, and both your fingers together, that's about the size of the box. Maybe like an inch or more. But
oh wait, that's why non-clear bags no larger than 5x8. But even then, like, not much bigger than that, or
But
smaller.
the problem is
there were people purses being turned around. It was like
exactly.
it was just the smallest bags. Like you can continue. You can continue.
But yeah, so I got stopped, and then we don't like. I don't want to like fashion Dorney that much, but like I was defending my bag. No, I mean kind of arguing, but I was just like, "What's the deal? Like, come on, it's a fanny pack. This is a fanny pack." And eventually they retry mine, and mine ended up fitting. But Wes had to got turned away from his bag, even though our fanny packs were like pretty much the same size. It was just
is that where you guys went whenever we went to go
Yeah.
get the fast lane things?
yeah, because I was just waiting in the front of the park for them to get back, but because I went in, but yeah, they had to go back to the car.
Yeah, and honestly, I probably could have made like when I went back into my car, I probably could have took out a lot of shit and then made it fit. But it's like I'm taking out so much stuff that I literally am trying to enhance my park experience by my portable charger, you know, my gimbal to get more stable shots, by all these cords, you know, it was just basically like I might as well just take in whatever. And then I just felt so, because I'm in a more fall outfit. I don't have my zipper pockets, all that stuff, which sure it's on me, but I feel like you shouldn't have to just have zipper pockets and all that stuff just to go to a theme park.
Yeah,
I agree.
it's just like it was a big buzzkill,
It was not a good start, and
and I was really looking forward to this place because I rode Mamba and I love Mamba. I know Steel Force is not Mamba, but it's a Morgan.
Yeah.
but yeah, Aaron, you wanted to say, you had something to say about
I mean, about which part? I have a lot to say about a lot of things.
Oh, I guess you thought you had something about the security, about what happened at the situation.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, I mean, coming from somebody who works in the security field,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? Like, I understand the logic. Like, I understand the rule, but I feel like I understand the rule, but if parks, and this may be, people be like, well, you know, they do what they want to do. Yes, but if parks are checking bags, doing bag checks, I don't see why it's a problem.
Yeah, it's also just like a really inconsistent policy because like there's people in there with purses and like same size bags that I had, or even bigger. I've seen bigger too. And it's just
like I said, I mean, I understand the policy. I just don't understand the enforcement of how it's enforced. Like, why be that strict about something? I mean, when we went to Hallows Scream one year at SeaWorld, their inaugural year, their very first year they did it. And we Ubered there, but we had a backpack. And they enforced a bag policy, but instead of, like, we didn't know that when we showed up, but they ended up taking our bag and giving us a tag and holding it for us.
see, that would have been at least a good substitution. I feel like
It would have been something instead of like, because
what would have happened if you would have Ubered and not had a car?
right.
you should just said that, Wes. See what happened.
You see, for me though, that's what also made it like the guard is looking at me almost like I should have known this coming in, or like it's an issue when it's like you're gonna be dealing with this the whole night. And I'm the first
and
set of
the only thing that was said.
I don't know where to go after. You want me to go through the same place? Normally there's a protocol if I go through the exit or not, and it's just like he was just being super silent. And I'm like, there's no communication.
Yeah,
So I was just like annoyed.
Yeah,
when we got to the park,
don't blame me.
the parking attendant, they said you can only have a fanny pack, and we're like, okay, cool, we have those, but when we have them, they're not They're not good enough.
I'm glad I didn't bring my
Yeah,
bag
that's
in,
enough.
because I mean,
Right.
you guys have seen
Yeah.
my bag. My bag's a sling bag.
Right.
But
You know.
besides that,
And luckily, we parked where we parked, so it's not like it was that much of a walk. But yeah, like we get in, and like, and there were even security guards, like, because of the person right in front of us when I was with Gavin, and they're like, we were talking about like purses are going to be taken, you know, like there was a purse smaller than my, like basically the size of my fanny pack, and then she put it in. And she goes, well, "That's my purse," and like, basically he says, you know, there's something we could do. You could talk to corporate, but we're just doing what, you know, our job is, and I get that. Because literally, like, you can't really argue. That's why I just dealt with it. Like, I can't argue with the guy doing his job. Like, he probably doesn't agree with it. He doesn't like it. So, that's why a lot of times, like, I don't really argue with, like, the employees there at parks.
yeah, I kind of got
like,
into it. Unfortunately, it's I regret. But I was also.
I mean,
just like,
I don't blame you, though, at the same time. It's like, it's very silly. We got in, though. We saw Buzz Bars again, and then I got happy. We went to Demon Drop.
which is the best damn ride at that park. I don't care what y'all say.
You think it's the best ride? Get out of here.
That's the only reason I'd go back. Honestly.
Oh, my God.
I mean, besides Steel, I like Steel Force a lot too. But
Okay.
No. Okay. It's top 3 though.
Good on you. Good on you for liking a flat ride.
So just jank and stupid and fun.
I felt like I was on a jigsaw trap from Saw. It was like
It was kind of
definitely was
nerve
weird.
wracking. It was nerve wracking. I'm not gonna lie.
It definitely was weird and not what I expected to get on and ride. But on the flip side, it's like not a coaster. I don't care.
No, it's definitely not a coaster, but it is a cool ride.
Yep. We went to Demon Drop. And it was good, but how long did we all stay together? Because I know we did Demon Drop, and then we did
Thunderhawk, and then
what did we do after?
Thundercock.
Thundercock.
That is
Yeah.
so.
That ride is so fucking mean.
Bro, who was gassing that right up before? I swear it was Mike. I swear Mike was gassing.
Yeah, Mike was
It
saying
was.
that's when it goes in Pennsylvania, which is
Ravine Flyer 2 exists. Hello. Like,
literally Wildcat at Hershey was better than that. The original Wildcat.
no, did he mean one of the worst wooden coasters in Pennsylvania? Like, I'm
He
confused.
had to be shit coasting.
Shit coasting, No, that's a good one because
Yeah,
we're
no.
enthusiasts. Shit coasting. I like that.
It was honestly, overall, Dorney was fun for the fact that we had just a casual 48 people there.
Yeah,
from
that was
Buzz Bars.
dope. That was dope.
No.
I thought it was only gonna be like 20, 30.
Steel Force was mid.
Okay,
What?
okay. I do think you should have wrote it in row 3. Row 3
Yeah,
was
no,
my
I
best
wish I
ride
did.
easily.
Here's my thing. Steel Force was good, but
I already know what you're gonna say.
I walked in trying to compare it to Mamba.
It's hard not to. I get it.
I was comparing it to
And-
Mamba still, but I knew it was not gonna be Mamba because Mamba's just
I'm just gonna say I held out to ride Talon until I rode it with Jen from Generally Theme Parks and
Mm-hmm.
the Theme Park Stand podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to her. I told her that I would wait to ride it with her, so that way I got to ride it for my first time. Being a person, we all know I hate B&M inverts. I still hate B&M inverts. They all are trash.
Even talent.
The only two B&M inverts that I can tolerate and will be like, yeah, okay, I guess I could ride it, would be Patriot at Worlds of Fun because it's very graceful, and Talon.
So that's a little bit of a spoiler for the next day, I assume.
No, yes and no. Yes and no. I have. You'll hear my opinion on Great Bear. I promise. I
Tame
rode it
Bear.
with Jen, and Talon is very graceful and is the best B&M invert that I've been on.
I still think it's one of the most unique layouts on a B&M invert.
it's a good invert, but
But like
And
force wise, it's
I
okay.
would say I
like the
would
twisted
say
airs.
it was my favorite coaster at Dorney.
Ooh.
Yep.
That's
Where I'm like, oh, that's gonna be a
That's a
take.
tick.
The reason I say it is because everything else was pretty low level coaster in my opinion, and Talon at least didn't. It actually lived up to what I was hoping it would, as like for what it was.
For what you already had
Dorney's
expectation wise for a B&M invert.
Yeah, Dorney wasn't like doesn't have a big 1-2 punch really. You know,
Yep.
I like the park and I think it's a cute little park to like for people to go to. And I see why people are fans of Dorney. I do see like the draw to it. And I mean, obviously the situation with y'all and it just being like the day it was, I get it. But I see where people like it, but I don't see it having a strong coaster lineup. And like Iron Menace is gonna come, but I'm hoping it's really good. But my thing is it's a dive coaster.
I'm like, can we like stop? And this is where I'm about to get into with the BGT thing. Like, I'm gonna go back to that. Can we stop back to like, even if this is, you know, a suspended B&M, can we stop back to like this is gonna be something we like marathon when we're at Busch Gardens Tampa, even when it opens? Like, we're gonna ride it once, maybe twice, and then go back to Gwazi, go back to Montu, go back to Kuba. Not Alex because he's weird, but you know what I mean.
Did you just say go back to Kumba?
Kumba's a rude as fuck.
Oh my god. Y'all, come on, man. I'm the only Kumba lover on this cast, bro.
No, I like Kumba.
I like Kumba too.
I love Kumba. I love Kumba.
I like Kumba.
I'm not marathoning the bitch.
Yeah, honestly.
What I will marathon will be Gwazi.
Yeah, at a park where
you know what? I gotta take for you. I gotta take for this cast. I would rather marathon fucking cheetah hunt than Kumba.
Okay, that's absurd. No, that's not good.
Yeah, well, I'm glad I'm right and you're wrong. It's fine. Anyways,
cheetah
Kumba's
hunt.
good, but it's not. I don't want to leave with a headache every time I ride a ride.
I mean, fair, but it's still. I don't see that,
but no, I mean, my thing is that's kind of how I feel about most rides. Like this dive coaster going at Dorney, like I think it'll be a good addition for Dorney, but like it's a dive, and like the dives that exist, my favorite is Shikra. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
and there's like a fine line. Or you have also a special place too with Shikra.
Yeah. I mean, Shikra's my number 0. It's not even like in my top 10 or anything. It's just, it was my first big coaster. So I have like a draw to Shikra, but like, I don't look at Shikra and say this is the best coaster at BGT either. It's not even in the, it's not even in the top 2 or 3 at BGT in my opinion. Well, maybe it's pretty. I don't know. It might be pretty close to number 3, but it's just it. You know, Dorney, I think, is one of those parks that it's more of a local park than it is a Thuzy park, and that's okay. You know, that's okay to have.
I also think it's like a park. You kind of like a lot of the Seas parks. You go there, you take it slow. In the sense that you can marathon still because a lot of the crowd levels will be lower. But, like, you get a drink, you even watch a show maybe, while also going around the whole park.
I don't know.
Look at a few exhibits. But the layout of... Yeah, you can continue, Alex.
There's just nothing... I felt like there was nothing much there besides the coasters and Demon Drop.
Oh, Dorney, yeah.
And even the coasters weren't all like that.
Yeah.
That's my.
But yeah, that's why Dorney sits at. That's why Talon sits at my number 1 at that park. Like I know what to expect with a B&M invert, and it lived up to it. And honestly, it was better than other B&M inverts in my opinion. But we all know my opinion on invert is shameful to some. So
very shameful.
Listen,
being a member,
listen,
it's
Great
always
Bear
hurt. I
Lover.
never liked it.
Listen, Great Bear Lover 459.
Listen here, you hibernating sleeping bear. No one it's admitted that. Anyways,
you'll see one day.
So
I did see when I wrote it.
I will say, Steel Force Throw 3 was. I still think that Airtime Hill was probably in my top 5 Airtime moments because that was what the fuck. It was more like night and day, literally.
Just wait until you
exactly
ride Mamba.
Exactly. I'm like,
That's gonna change your life.
Yeah. Honestly, I've been coining it Cordy Park. As a little bit of a joke. If you guys listen to the reports of the live reports, they're gonna be in the main cast. You definitely hear the more literally right after happened from Alex and Cam and Gavin and I. So yeah, go ahead and give those a listen if you haven't. But next day, or what? How did you guys end the night? Did you everyone just like? I'm assuming deceased for the most part. Like,
well, yeah. After the Steel Force takeover, I basically was like, all right, I've been in the car for 10 hours, and I have an hour and a half drive back over to Hershey, and I want to get out of here. So I left and I headed back to my hotel and got some sleep. That was how my night ended.
Yeah, we ended up seeing. Shout outs to Biff. That was another highlight. It's always a highlight seeing Biff.
Biff is a cool dude.
Yeah, man. Like, and he was actually able to be part of the VIP because
he's from the Coaster Heat thing, right?
Yes, Biff of Coaster. Of Coaster. I was mixing both, Heat and Biff at the same time to make Beef of Coaster Heat. But no, there's
Coaster
too.
Beef.
There's too.
CoasterBeef.com.
I want to say there's too much of that on Twitter right now, so we just need to keep it to But yeah, Coaster Heat, shout outs to them, man. Biff was always awesome, and Donna was there, the B, and also met Scott for the first time. CP Coast Lovers, that was awesome to finally meet up with them. But yeah, they got the VIP stuff. So they were there with where Mike and Kelly went before, where they had to run off. And I feel bad because he is a huge fan of the Drunk Riders. He's a huge fan. He just became one, but like within the last few months, he's been binging the hell out of them. In doing so, Kelly introduced Mike as Tom, because if you just know the lore of it all anyway. But like, yeah, he goes by Mike now. He doesn't realize this, and doesn't also put his face, so he's just like, oh, okay. Kind of like being a little more sheepish. But this whole time, he's in front of one of his favorite people he wanted to meet this weekend. And he felt so stupid. He said he felt so dumb for that. Oh, I felt bad. But I also felt bad because they got rained out at Dorney the next day.
Oh, yeah.
They were there that day, and then over the weekend. And every park closed. Like King's Dominion closed, Busch Gardens closed, Dorney closed. Hershey stayed open. And I honestly think it was because of the amount of events there. But it kind of didn't matter. But let's transition to that to Saturday, because
what a banger!
Turned into a banger, yes, it definitely did.
Well, yeah.
I was surprised that Hershey stayed open for sure. But like you said, I think it has a lot to do with the events that were happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we could start off the day. I got there pretty early to get started and going on my get the tickets and all that. I don't know what time y'all rolled in, just after I did, I think.
It's like,
but 11? Was it raining?
It was, yeah.
It was kind of light when we got in, and then we were in the gift shop for a bit. You know, I was taking advantage of actually being able to see the gift shop. I was able to walk at it, because normally when you're in there, you just can't. Like, they just don't even. You're kind of like moving at a snail's pace, like shoulder to shoulder with everyone. So just also that park.
I missed a whole part, actually. I lied. A whole thing happened before we even got to the park.
What happened?
So I was staying at about 20 minutes from Hershey at a hotel with Mullet and Allison. And it was just around the corner from the hotel blocks that they had for the Stumble. So that morning before the park opened, we all met in whose room was Brambo's room at the residence, and all had a couple pre-game drinks for the day.
Hey.
So, and then we all went to the park. So that all happened right at the same time. So I missed that part. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I forgot about that.
No, you're good.
But then, yeah, we got our tickets and stuff, and then you guys went over to the gift shop earlier that morning. We didn't. I did not. I stayed waiting for the park gates to open.
What are you doing? You gotta keep. I was like, I gotta
try it all the time.
I was like, you gotta stay dry as long as possible. But no.
Yeah, we waited for gates to open, and then when the gates opened, where did you guys go?
We were gonna go straight. Well, we saw Candemonium not open, and my Hershey brain was like, okay, knowing that's probably not, or that's open. Sunrunner, Sky Rush, it's probably not open. So, and I was assuming with the rain coming down, Wildcat was gonna have delayed opening. So I was like, let's just hit Laugh Track. It's one of the only rides opening. And then I hear Mike yell, Laugh Track! So I was like, yeah, all right, that works out. We're all going to Laugh Track. I see Mike's brother. He's also going to Laugh Track at the time. And then all of a sudden, people see or hear screaming on Wildcat. And they hear the chain lift. So then everyone just beelines, because we were, in the front of the pack.
Yeah.
So we were beeline the Laugh Track. We're literally standing underneath.
Laugh Track was closed either way.
Yeah, I was like... No, we came back and it closed for another reason, and I'll explain.
Wanted that one, yeah.
Were you guys not on the takeover of the Reese's little shooter?
No, we skipped that.
Fusion thing?
We skipped. We had people that needed credits, so we just went and did that first.
Yeah, we had an accidental takeover of the Cup Fusion thing while we were walking by it.
It's not terrible. It's just
it's better than, I will say it is better than Minion Con, Villain Con.
Wow.
I mean, which is it's not hard to beat that, in my opinion.
Not saying much. It's very.
I'm gonna send something to the shit posting chat here in a second. I want to show you guys something so you guys can see it because I think it's funny. I got a picture of my very first credit. I got a picture of me on my very first cred at Hershey, and I'm trying to find it.
Oh, it better be Coco Cruiser.
No, Coco Cruiser though, because
someone has it.
The laterals, because I think that's what we hit after Wildcat, right?
Yeah, we rode Wildcat and then whenever there.
All right.
Yes. Yes. This picture's amazing, by the way. I love this.
It's a good picture.
Yeah, Allison got that. That was my very first credit at Hershey ever.
Bro,
was Coco Cruiser.
No, shout outs. I think he had the guy in front of you. He had an edible going through him at that moment. So shout outs to him, man.
Oh yeah, he did. Show.
Yo, what's his name? What's his name?
Yes.
That's Show.
Everyone calls him Show.
That's Show.
Show, yeah.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's hype.
I love Show.
Yeah. So yeah, Show was feeling real good. We can talk about when we went over the next day. We all went over and did a takeover of the Chocolate Factory tour.
Oh, God.
This dark ride over on the Chocolate Factory.
We did that. I'm mad that because we did it right before you guys went over there, and then if we would have known that, we would have probably waited.
Takeover, and Show was on an edible, and he was like, "This is not okay.
No,
this is not great.
It's not okay." Sober. Honestly, it's so.
It might be worse when you're high.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's that. So that was my very first cred right after the Cup Fusion thing. was my cred, which was fun. It was moist, and yeah. I still have to go back to Hershey for Fahrenheit. I didn't get it. It was closed.
And Wild
It kept closing every time. And Wild Nuts, yeah.
No, wait, that's what we did. Was that before or after?
And Jolly Rancher Remix. Those are the 3 I need.
Oh yeah, that one too. Wait, hold on. We did Fahrenheit too.
Oh yeah, we closed down Fahrenheit because of bad kid Blake.
Yeah, we did Fahrenheit after Wild.
Damn it, Blake! You're such a bad kid.
Yeah, I got stuck on Fahrenheit and did the intimate shimmy. People don't. People don't know that the intimate shimmy. Do you guys know what I'm talking? Well, I think Alex does now.
On the back of the train.
Well, like the intimate shimmy is like you'll see it like they'll always warn you too before because I apparently would freak people out, but like it'll like go backwards and then go forward back into the sensors, and I think they're just trying to see if the sensors like work.
Yeah.
I think the rain it was just too heavy of rain. Like they tested it with like because it was closed literally when we walked up. Then they walkie-talkied onto the station, whoever was at the front, and then they let us on. And I think we were the only riders for like the first 6 hours of the park after that.
Actually, no, not last.
So after so when did you hit Wildcat and stuff? Because I know after what did you do once you got into the park, Aron?
Whenever we got in, we did. I can't remember if we did the Coco Cruiser or the Cup Fusion first, whichever one we walked past first. I can't remember off the top of my head. They all kind of blended in together. But from there we went to Wildcat. And I was pleasantly shocked as soon as I was drenched after Wildcat. I mean, just absolutely moist.
Like I came in with the rain jacket, and even after 2 rides, I was like, "Y'all can keep marathoning today. I'm gonna find somewhere to sit."
It was
and
so
drink.
hard to marathon or ride any ride there. Like
it really was just the bare minimum of riding temperature. It was very. It felt like we were in the UK, bro. Like I feel like that's what UK feels like.
That is very UK.
Yeah, it was. We went to Wildcat. Got. I think we rode it twice. And I was like, I'm so wet, and I mean in every way possible.
Yes.
And just was like, I can't. We need to do something that's not just getting pelted in the face with rain. And so we went from there, and I think right down the way is Laugh Track.
Were you with Meg at this
so
point?
we did. No, this was just me, Allison, and who all was with us? It was me, Allison, and I think Show, it was me, Allison, and Show. And we all rode Laugh Track in the dark because with Dark Nights they had it dark all day.
I will say that it probably is the best ride I've gotten on Laugh Track, but it's still mid. Yeah, it's
so
honestly I really liked it.
Wait, did you get good spins?
No, not really. It was just enjoyable because
me and Blake. I rode it for the. I don't know. I think it was the first time. Yeah, it was with Blake, and we sat in like the same. We're facing backwards, and we spent so fucking much that I contemplated jumping off the ride. That's all. It was just.
Well, I'm not a big. Obviously, I've said I don't really like to spin too much because I like. It is quite spinny, but we didn't get too much of that. But it was just enjoyable because it was such a. I mean, it's super smooth. It's an indoor coaster, but it's super smooth. It was nice it was kind of cool to be dark and not like see what's coming. So yeah, I mean, I kind of liked it. It was a nice little break in the day. It was nice and dry. There was no like getting rained on while you were doing it. So I can't really complain. And then after Laugh Track, I think that was when the rain started to pick up quite a bit for us. So like we had taken like a chill under down by Sky Rush past Great Bear, the under like where the Blue Moon stand is.
Yeah.
We kind of hung out there for a while.
I remember
with a bunch
seeing
of
that.
people.
Yeah, I went there for a bit. I was contemplating, but I was like, I might get me a Trogs. But I inevitably ended up going to the whatever the pavilion, like that food court area is. Sorry. Ended up going there, showing out for a good bit. I tried using the dryers in those bathrooms, but those were broken to dry off, and I'm like, I was just sitting in defeat. It was like, I'm cold, and it was cold in there too. It was like they were pumping AC, and it was cold outside. I was like, God damn. So from there, yeah, we're just trying to find buzz bars, all this stuff. I was waiting for the picnic. I ended up running into people. This just off the random. But the picnic, honestly, is where it started turning up again.
The picnic was a thing. The picnic was
well. Prior to the picnic, we ended up riding SooperDooperLooper.
Oh, it opened?
Because it was open. Yeah, it was open while we were sitting there in that Blue Moon stand, and we were like, "Well, it's right here. We might as well."
When we rode it.
So we actually went and rode SooperDooperLooper, and then we rode Great Bear because it was open as well.
Great Bear.
And then directly after that, we went to the picnic. Mid Bear.
Great Bear. No, I will die on this hill. Great Bear is such a
sleepy mid B&M like every other B&M on the planet.
I don't understand. Everyone acts, like I understand the S-bend at the end sucks, and it needs to be changed.
And it's straight track.
But it's like literally 50 feet of track.
What?
Maybe 100.
I felt like I was just
not that long. It's not that long.
I think I was just kind of walking over the water.
I don't know. And that 0-0 rolls. 0-0 rolls crazy. That one's crazy.
The 0-0 is the best part, but like everything else is still
just airtime one. I don't know. I really like Great Bear as a good.
It's better in the front too.
That's weird. I don't know. I like back. I don't think I've been reading Great Bear in the Great Bear support. I need to get on that. But then
I need to jump back to something on Ed Dorney. Hydra was just like any other B&M floorless, and I've determined that JoJo rolls are overrated unless it's on Copperhead Strike.
No,
that was the best part of Hydra, bro. You didn't even talk about Hydra because that's how forgettable it was.
Yeah, it was very forgettable.
That's how forgettable it was. Yeah,
that ride is so bad. I'm sorry. It does nothing.
It wasn't great.
It's like they try to profile everything so that you felt nothing.
Oh my God, sack his ass.
Oh, what's happened, Seahawks, bro?
I mean, we're up 14-3, but they just like missed like the easiest sack on Daniel Jones. Oh my God. Anyway.
Any who's it's and what's it?
Yeah, Hydra was mid. JoJo was
it's
fun.
worse than mid, but
and the course turn the 0-0 pretty good too, but
JoJo roll was the best part.
Yeah. But then the picnic at Hershey.
Man,
yeah, the picnic though.
I was double fisting beers, bro.
So the picnic.
I was one of the few that left early. Whenever
I felt bad. I was one of the few that stayed and knew it was going to close.
Everyone in the Discord started talking, and then John Mike just out of nowhere says Sky Rush is open, and like I want to say like a third of the people there just got up and left.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. You're making it light. It was like half of the pavilion.
I was like one of the first to leave, and I was running the Sky Rush, and it was the worst thing I've ever fucking done. And we got there and it's closed.
Well, so I knew it was probably gonna close, but I had already eaten. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
So I was like, I might as well try to get over there and get on it.
Yeah, I was there late straggling. I forgot what we did before. We got on something before that went on over there, but regardless, we got on over there. The hot dogs were okay. Mac and cheese was not it.
Yeah,
Maybe like Velveeta or like.
Compared to the Worlds of Fun mac and cheese, it was just not. It was not the same.
Oh, both Worlds of Fun and straight out of Stumbles mac and cheese was better.
At least we were able to get cheaper beers. I like that.
Like how much cheaper?
It was like, well, for Younglings it was like 9 or something. Instead of paying like
I guess it's better
14,
than 12.
That's what I'm saying. And for Blue Moon it was still like just $1 off. I'm like, okay, whatever.
It's fucking Blue Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck Blue Moon.
Hey, we're a Blue Moon cast.
What?
We're a Blue Moon.
I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Which one would you like? The sorry or the not sorry?
Both.
Okay, sorry, not sorry. No, it we just were already done eating, so we're like, okay, well, I guess we're gonna go to
No, I was done. Sky Rush.
We're gonna go over to Sky Rush.
And then we stood there for like 30 minutes waiting for something to happen, and then decided, let's go get our rainy day tickets. So we did that. Went back over.
Yeah, we did that. I think we were with you for that, Alex.
Yeah, that's where we met up. For the.
And then we went from there to the not a tailgate.
I didn't go to the tailgate.
I went
to the not a tailgate.
I went to a not a tailgate either by accident.
It was not a tailgate. We did not tailgate.
Yeah, exactly. So because really it wasn't because
it wasn't. There was no music playing. There was no tailgates open.
Oh, yeah, it was just a.
No, literally,
no tailgating.
So this is what did happen. Me and Gavin went back to the car and we dried off and warmed up because holy shit, that was needed.
That's what I did.
Literally, it was I felt like it was 100 degrees. It was. I almost didn't want to leave, but I knew like it was kind of a mistake because I'm like, damn, we can't get like too comfortable in this because going out, it's gonna be even worse. Yeah, so like I kind of slightly adjusted back as we were going on, but obviously, going back to Cloud9, I was pretty blasted. Jesus Christ, I was plastered. But what made it worse is Matt is there. I'm like, yo, what's good, bro? And then obviously passes a shandy. Well, shit.
Oh.
Passes another shandy. Well, shit. I'm walking into the park. Gavin said it perfect because Alex said, yo, what you were. I was pretty faded. Gavin said I was a cartoon. Is what I.
Honestly, I've never seen West like that.
Bro, you don't understand. We were all at Sky Rush and just taking it over when it was supposed to be closed that day. I had accepted it was going to be closed. Like, at this point, it's like 6 o'clock, 7. Everything was been closed, guys. Mm-hmm. It's like we've been there the whole day. Only thing open is Wildcat, which, honestly, not so bad. And with how the crowd levels were, it was essentially ERT anyway. Regardless, though, Sky Rush ends up opening. Buzz bars are over there. We're all riding it. Like, the park's now open. People are getting on Candemonium. That was just great. Like, it was so live, man. I was able to get a ride with Candemonium, my best ride on Candemonium. Matt, I was having a great time. And I knew ERT was about to start, man. It was over. It was over. Like, I was hyped.
At this time, I was with Blake or before, I think while you're in there, I was with Blake and Cam. We did Jolly Rancher mixed up, which was interesting.
Oh, that's some Perla. What are those called? I always forget what they're called.
Yeah, I don't know what they're either. They were cool. It was cool.
It's my least. Wait, how long did you sit up there, waiting for the next cycle?
Like 4 minutes. It kind of sucked. That was the worst.
Yeah, it's literally.
It was dry. It was dry by then. But
that's literally the reason why I think those are my least favorite flat rides because they give you a 30-second cycle that's already like.
Decent floater in it though. I'm not gonna lie. There's good floater.
Maybe that one gave Disney floater, but like the one I rode in the one I rode in Carowinds.
Yeah. But after that, we met up with Daniel and I'm blanking on the name. Fortunately, he's a cool guy though. We met up with Daniel and all that, and then We heard Skyrush was open, so we started heading over there. And then we looked to our left, and Storm Runners were open. And I wanted rides on Storm Runner. Blake doesn't have the credit, so we're just like, screw it, let's go get on that real quick. And we got like 2 or 3 rides there. Then went over to Skyrush, rode that 3 times, back to Storm Runner.
Man, so what are y'all's thoughts on Storm Runner?
Storm Runner is, I love it. I love Storm Runner. It's such a classic way. It's like a classic instant sense, and like launch is incredible. The airtime's good. That twisted snake dive with the roll before is just like,
it's one of my favorite elements.
Oh, you're out of your seat.
All right, I'm gonna let you guys finish gloating about it.
It feels like you're on like a fighter jet on a roller coaster.
Wait, you didn't get on it, Aaron?
Oh, I got on it.
I swear to God, if you say you hate this,
The only redeeming factor of that coaster is the snake dive.
what the what? What did you not like?
The restraints are ass.
I mean, that's every Intamin though.
Yep. The launch was punchy, cool, but overall, mid. The pod just got real silent.
I'm just like, I need a pack real quick.
Yeah, honestly.
So, to me, I'm like, that launch makes my stomach drop every time.
Oh yeah, I was never ready.
So I'm just like, it's insane. That is insane to me.
Just, I don't know.
But I've heard the opinion, so it's not like it's that insane. RC literally thinks that ride is like
Cheeks.
He thinks it's junk. Is what he likes to say now.
Which is absurd to me. I don't know.
I mean, it's a coaster and it's good. It's a good ride, but it's like, it's not anything I'm gonna be like, I have to get on that if I go back to Hershey. Like, the only reason I'm gonna go get on it is because my wife's gonna need the cred.
And it's
I would rather ride Skyrush. I'd rather ride Skyrush and Wildcat and Candemonium over and over again.
Does this mean you have? Oh no, wait. You haven't been to Cedar Point, so you didn't get on Dragster, but you did Knott's Berry. You have all the.
I mean, I've rode Ka.
Sure, yeah, you have all the accelerators besides United States. It was cool.
Yeah, I mean, Ka's pretty good, but it's a one-trick pony.
I like
it launches you, it's over.
You know, now I'm very curious about 305 for you because mostly the restraints, but also because of what that layout does. Like, it's not short necessarily. It's 5,000 feet of track. But it goes through it so fucking fast.
Storm Runner, like I said, it wasn't like anything I would write home about and be like, "Oh, it's so great." I'm like, "Okay, it's all right." Like, that's just who I knew I was gonna start a little fire there with that one.
I feel like you might feel that way with Maverick, potentially.
Yeah, I'm worried about Maverick for you. It's the same restraints.
I'm gonna have to come on the pod just as a Cedar Point talk because I haven't been.
Yeah.
So when I go,
Top Thrill Stumble.
We're gonna have to discuss that.
Man, I would love to have you on whenever you go through a place. Just hear your thoughts about it. For real, man. I would love to have that. Hell, it'd be our own little section of the high rollers.
Look at that.
Just do a trip report every jump.
Bro, I would love it. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'm hoping I can make by like the beginning of season next year. I can make a trip. Well, wait, is BGW and them year round now?
Apparently King's Dominion is, but
not all the rides are open, so
yeah.
You can get twisted though.
I'm gonna have to come up and hang out with y'all and go to them because I haven't been there yet. Either of them.
Well,
So crazy.
listen,
Um,
we'll just drink before Bitch Gardens, Williamsburg. Because honestly, the area has good breweries. So
Williamsburg is a cool town.
we'll make sure that like the town itself around it is cool. So we'll make sure we'll go to see that. Go to Williamsburg or go to BG Dub. Yeah.
it's not an all-day park from what I.
It can be.
It depends.
It depends. Like,
if you're going, they have shows and shit you can see. So if you're trying to see the shows and get it all in, then
honestly,
it's all
Celtic
like-
Fire, no pun
worth it.
intended, is fire.
And the Wolves Alive thing is cool. You got some animals. I don't know. It's a good time.
Well,
Sometimes.
I mean, the highlight for me in Hershey was definitely Sky Rush.
Oh yeah.
I think
Wildcat's good. I mean, Wildcat's great. Actually, it's not even just good; it's great. But Sky Bay is Sky Bay,
Sky Bay for sure.
and it's
Yeah, I remember Aaron. He's like, "What the hell happened to me?" And Aaron literally got. So, what ride was that? Was that the very first ride? That picture.
that was the second or third ride. Because my very first ride was the second to back row on the left wing. So I wasn't in the mic seat, but I was in the one just in front of it. And everybody's faces looking at me coming into the station was baffled.
Yeah, that ride
Or
is...
as Allison put it, hold on, I'm gonna go find it. He put in the Discord.
Yeah, I was waiting for it because I was running after you.
Yeah, she put in the Discord. I'm going to see where it is. It was in episode discussions. She tagged me, and she said being there at Aaron's first Sky Rush ride was absolutely worth giving up the wing seat for. The brick run reaction and 10 minutes of shock that followed was everything. And I'm gonna send this picture to you. The Aaron Sky Rush face.
But no, like, we were rotating seats. We were like, we were there with a Alex. Yep. What the fuck? Yeah, we were there with an Alex that is a BuzzBuzz member, and we were just rotating, man. We're like, all right, you want right wing, you want left wing, all right, who takes middle? It was that dead, like one train, like.
Aaron, my question is for
Can you believe that? Okay.
I feel like I know the answer, but which drop do you like more? Sky Rush or Time Traveler in the back?
Ooh, Sky Rush.
Yeah, me too. Time Traveler.
Oh yeah, for sure. But all I gotta say though is that picture that I sent that has you guys. I know they're listening, but the picture that you said is gonna be a part of the thumbnail. The one where I am not existent was the right wing seat, believe it or not, which is crazy.
Yep. I'm like, the wings in general, like left wing is obviously the best for those specific elements, especially the last helix before you go back towards the state. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, there are moments I'm actually, people call me crazy, but I'm actually in pain because I like turned around to try to look at like Cannimonium or something, and I'm like feeling like I'm literally being ripped and there's nothing I can do.
You have to look straight on that ride, or if you move your body any way out of the seat, you're besides up. Like you can only go up.
And the airtime is so insane, bro. Oh my god.
God, please don't give him a first down.
They'll never make a ride like that again.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, they, unless a park asks them for some crazy reason, but they'll be like, "You sure? You positive?
Yeah, right.
Are you?"
That's a bad decision. Right?
I mean, honestly, that ride does get lines when like it's popular, but it's still the Candemonium is definitely.
Are afraid of it.
Oh yeah. It's just like I-305. If people go to that park, people are afraid of that. Hey, like, you know how many times I'm sitting on the brake run waiting and people are walking up to it, like, on the queue, and they're like, how was it? Did you gray out? I'd be like,
Yeah, right.
I told him I went unconscious every time. Even though it's not true, but... sometimes it is.
But that was... Then we rode Candy one time that night because it was just, like, on the way... Like, the night was fleeting and we had URT starting.
Yeah, Candy's still half a hyper, but it was running good.
But then Wildcat Revenge ERT.
Oh.
That was electric.
My thighs hurt so bad from the day that I got 5 rides on it during ERT, and that was enough for me.
I mean, obviously, no minlock, too. They just pull right up. So you're getting that preem airtime.
Pick 6, baby. Sorry.
Really, though, there's no dead spot on that ride.
Yeah, that ride is...
And the Magic Gate.
Oh, no, my mind was blown. Up here,
Wait, what?
So, like, the Magic Gate opened, because, you know, instead of going all the way around,
yeah,
the Magic Gate was open, and then I was just standing there in shock. I was just looking at everyone walk through, just eyes bewildered.
No, if Wildcat did not give me a headache like it did in the Helix, for some reason, I would have been sitting on that.
Dude, just don't get a headache, bro.
I tried my hardest.
just don't get a headache. It's so easy.
At the last stumble at Worlds of Fun rally ERT, we had an hour and I got like 16 rides on it. Like, I just didn't stop, and I was like, all right, bet I'm like, I can handle this. And then Wildcat just knocked me the fuck out. I think I got like 5 rides during it.
No, I will say I rode that beginning of June all the way till now. That ride is running different. It's been running faster and faster every single visit since then.
I hear that it's better. It runs better fully loaded.
Oh yeah,
it's one
it
of
definitely
those
does.
that like needs to be fully loaded to be able to run right.
Like the first wave turn, it used to be kind of graceful. Like, it kind of reminded me of the wave turn on Lightning Rod at first, but now you just shoot through that shit. You're just flying through that like every single time. Doesn't matter when you ride it, in the morning, whether it's all the way at the last ride of the night. So damn.
I think on the Coaster Heat podcast, they said the first time they rode it, it was like crawling through some of the elements.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine that. I'm sorry.
Like during media day and all that.
I'd say, okay, Wildcat, my only issue, 2 issues, but like the second one's kind of like half an issue. The drop is kind of
What?
Like, I mean, it's a good drop, but like,
Yeah, I know it's not the best drop, but like for what it is, I'm like,
Gwazi or Outlaw.
I mean,
It's just
it's not Gwazi by any means of a drop,
No,
but
it's
still a solid drop.
It's a mid RMC drop from what I've been on.
So,
But in the first wave turn is like, it's good, it's really good, but it was not as crazy as I thought it would be. The second wave turn though was like fucking.
what was it they said on the podcast? It's better in the back for the first half, or
It's better in the back for the second half, but better in the first for the first half.
yeah, better be up front for the first half.
I
better than the next
disagree.
one.
Yeah, I disagree because
I think it's the other way around. That underflip
think
in the front is like absurd. What ladder? Like the laterals you get on that is like actually insane.
it's.
I don't know which way they said it, but I'm a back row rider.
Yeah, I mean, I will take the back generally for that ride, but
I am. Well, in most rides, I will go for the back. I mean, even Gwazi, I will go for the back. But I feel like everybody needs a front row ride on an RMC to know, because you have some RMCs that are better up front than they are in the back. Like, for instance, all your Raptors, like any of your Raptor style, single rails, I prefer the back, but there's a lot of people like it's too volatile in the back.
yeah, for me, I'm like turn the difficulty to extreme all the time. It's gonna be the back.
Right.
I think the back during all of Wildcat's better than the front. The only time I was wishing I was in the front was in that underflip, because holy fuck.
Honestly, and the 0G rolls, like the 0G roll after the lateral roll double down is like in the first 3 rolls you're thrown laterally sideways to like.
Yeah, but in the back you still get decent laterals. But
no, that's what I'm saying. It's enough.
The lateral hill before it is fucking mental.
The lateral double down is my favorite part of the ride.
Honestly, that whole section, like the second wave turn going through that 0G roll, is just like so good.
I mean, Wildcat's great. Did you guys stay after ERT, or did you guys start driving home?
We stayed in town, but we went back to the Airbnb.
I was just curious. I didn't know if you guys headed back, if you guys came in Sunday or whatever.
We secretly left. We're not gonna lie. We saw Marcus on the way out. We said goodbye to him, and I think we saw someone else but
yeah, because we came in, we were testing the waters, and basically we got our 80-day tickets on Sunday.
After a Chocolate World visit.
We did Chocolate World. Yeah, honestly though, I will go to that area when I go to Hershey more now, because that's where you can get everything candy wise. Yeah, that's the only time I got Hershey candy. And
the food court in the back is actually pretty decent too.
Yeah, I honestly fucked up getting taco. I should have got what you guys got, but
mac and cheese bowl's fire.
They had a food court back there. So if honestly you just wanted to go there and get some shakes or stuff or ice cream from Hershey, you can easily just go to Chocolate World without doing any of that. Also, when it's not a busy day and you don't want to pay for parking, if you don't have a pass, just try to park at Chocolate World because it's free parking.
Yeah, I will say, my Sunday started with Chocolatier.
Oh yes. How was that
for you? The food was really, really good, actually. I was quite shocked.
What did you get? Because I got the wrong item, and I'm very curious to get something that's actually good the next time I go.
So I think I would have got I regret what I got because something else looked really, really good, and I was torn between the two. But what I picked it was good. It just was different than what I thought I wanted. I got the spare rib flatbread with the Hershey's chocolate barbecue sauce.
Okay, I've kind of had that before, like the barbecue sauce, because I've had someone's wings that had that.
Yeah.
So.
And it was really good. Don't get me wrong. And the chocolate barbecue sauce is incredible. It's so good. But I wanted to get. I almost got the Reese's peanut butter crunch burger.
Oof. See, I've had someone get the barbecue. Like they had also the. It's kind of like they had the chocolate sauce on the burger as well.
Yeah.
With bacon and stuff. It's like they've had that. That was pretty decent. What I got was, did anyone get the Hershey mac and cheese?
No, I saw they had a pulled pork mac and cheese with the chocolate barbecue sauce, and it looked good, but mac and cheese is debatable for me, depending on where I get it.
So that was the closest thing I felt like eating baby vomit. Was that together? God. But everything else I tried when I was trying everyone else's dishes was decent. So I was like, I really fucked up with what I got. I'm glad to hear that. Did anyone get anything like sweet, like those master shakes? I know I saw a chocolate martini that Meg got.
So Gary.
Ooh,
and
before I forget, shout outs to Mark, because I almost literally lost a rib riding with him with his cackles on Wildcat. Holy shit. I was crying.
I wanted to get a Sky Rush ride with Mark and get cackles recorded on my watch. But it just didn't. It didn't end up not happening. But Gary was at my table and Peterson, and they both got. Everyone kind of got some different things, One person ended up getting a cotton candy martini, where like they poured it over the cotton candy and it turned it into liquid, obviously. And then we got Gary got like a salted caramel martini, chocolate martini or something. And then Peterson got the trio flight martini flight thing. I just had a Diet Pepsi because I was trying not to drink that early in the morning.
Oh yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I'm like, maybe a mimosa.
But, yeah, I mean it looked like a great menu. I was gonna get the Reese's peanut butter cup cheesecake, but I was full.
Oh yeah.
At the end of it all.
Hey,
so
and that's the thing is, and that's why I kind of get it now. Like after going to Hershey, I'm like, I get it now because I've gone all these times, and I've just now feel like I've done basically everything. And I've gone like 7 or 8 times, and even then, I can still get more. I haven't been to Chocolatier only once. I've only gone once. There's so many things I can go inside there, food item wise, and get. Yeah, I am definitely a Hershey fan. For me, it's definitely a top 5.
I know Mullet had gotten a Halloween themed one of the big shakes. Is it a Master Shake or whatever? He got one inside the park on Saturday, but Sunday we literally did that. Then we went to Chocolate World and hung out there, and then I went and got my return ticket, and then we left and went back to the hotel for a couple hours. Oosh. We were all pretty tired and moist and didn't want to go the whole day. So we left, went to the hotel. After the hotel, we all went to that Rotunda Brewing. And we ate dinner, which was honestly, I had a lobster grilled cheese, or like something like that. It was incredible food.
That sounds gas.
We all had some brewskis. I had a couple fruit sours that were incredible.
Sours have been growing on me. I'm still pretty generic. I like my ales, my lagers, so But sour's been growing on me.
Well, my phone is doing something stupid. All right, y'all there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool. My thing was acting up. It was. They had some. I think I had this blueberry. What was the one I posted on my traveling beer diary thing? Let me go to it.
Blueberry.
Yeah, it was. All right. It was called. Grapple Blueberry Cobbler.
Oh my goodness, that sounds like sex in my mouth.
And it's only 6%, which is surprising, but it's a fruited sour.
No, that is the perfect, because that's my main issue with IPAs and doubles. I don't want to get fucked up just from one drink and feel really just it's sitting all especially stouts. It's just sitting all in my stomach like sludge.
Yeah.
Ugh. That is fine. That is oof. That sounds delicious.
Yeah, it was really good. And then I had another one that I didn't take a picture of because I only I don't on a regular post. What did I get mentioned in? You drunk fools. Oh, it was for everyone. I had a good time at the brewery. A bunch of us went. It was me, Mullet, Allison. I had Jike. We had Show. There was 12 of us there.
Yeah, it was a little big. That's what I was saying. I'm like, if I would have known, we probably. Well,
yeah,
maybe, but depending on the time, because
we went at 5:30, 6 o'clock, and we all met up there and ate, and then we all rendezvoused from there straight back to the park. Because we had gotten stamps when I went to go get my return thing. I had gotten a stamp, So we returned back to the park, and some of them went over and did Wildcat, but me, Gary, Jike, and a couple other people marathoned Candy because it was open. Sky Rush was not going to open Sunday, but we marathoned Candy. I think I rode it like 7 or 8 times before park closed. So, and then I went back to the hotel, crashed out, and left at like 8 o'clock the next morning and drove back to Asheville.
Well, I'm glad you made it home safe. Glad I was finally able to meet you personally.
Yeah, finally, right? I'd been on the cast before we even met.
Yeah, it was good to see you again, Aaron. It was good to see
always
you.
good. We Silver Dollar City, man. That's one of those.
That's one I won't forget. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, and it was so weird because me and Alex met at the airport, not knowing each other.
Right. No, I could vouch. I was like, nah, man's a homie.
Quick background story, I guess, real quick. Nothing too deep, but we were supposed to go with me, Aaron, Daniel. Daniel had something come up, so he couldn't go anymore. But instead of canceling, we said we already paid for everything. We may as well just go. I'm sure it'll be a great time. And so we met at Charlotte Airport outside the gate.
We both had a very short flight from originating places, me, Asheville, and you,
Richmond.
Richmond. And we both met at the Charlotte Airport, and we're like, well, this is it.
That's pretty cool. It was a good time. I had a 4-hour car ride after that.
Yeah,
that's a perfect bonding experience.
Exactly. It was a good time.
Shout out to Alex for being willing to put up with my filming shit the whole trip.
Filmed half of that video.
Yeah, he did. One of my favorite times was how long it took him to fucking make the hook on the ring.
Oh my god! And of course, I do it first try when you're.
Yeah, we absolutely need. You know what? You guys should go. Wes, you should go recap that video and watch it just so you can get a review of that video. That was one of the most fun videos because it was just so out there. But the travel day was really fun because Alex was the lifesaver. I'm not a big fan of travel days.
Right.
And Alex definitely made it better to like have someone to travel that far along with.
I'm saying, like, as soon as you get a group, like, these long trips, you know, they're much more manageable. You know, they're much more manageable.
Then we wrote a $10 SBF visa after that.
Oh my god.
Yes, we did.
Was it at least along the way?
It was in Branson.
Okay.
We had time to kill because we're trying to wait for the nighttime for Mountain Coast.
Well, and we did need, we in fact needed the cred, and it was...
We needed it.
SpongeBob inside Sandy's dome.
We didn't even know it existed until I looked up on RCTV the coast in Branson. It was that one. It was like a weird outlier that we did not have on the list that we were gonna do. And I looked it up and we're just like, fuck it, we may as well.
Oh man, this is why we say on the cast, you never know who you're gonna meet in this hobby.
Exactly.
All the time. Man, any final shout outs, any final words here? Any closing thoughts on the Stumble on the weekend? Dorney, Hershey, Rotunda Brewing, all that?
No, every time I can, I enjoy getting to spend time with my Buzz Bars people. They have been a lifesaver. I don't know if you guys saw my sappy post in the group chat, but
no, I don't think I did.
This club has meant a lot to me, and being a part of Buzz Bars has done a lot for me. And I'm always glad to be able to get a chance to break away and go ride roller coasters, but ultimately just spend time with people that are so welcoming and such a good group of individuals who all have similar interests, but we're all different in the same aspect.
Right.
You know, like we're so different, but the fact we love coasters just makes us like it's the thing that brought us together, but doesn't keep us, friends. We're all friends because we realize we're all pretty welcoming individuals. So shout out to Buzz Bars and the team that puts these events together. And if you listen to the pod and haven't joined Buzz Bars, you should be listening to the pod and joining Buzz Bars. Oh
yes, like we will every week. We basically vouch, especially for every event. Hey, sign up right now. I might not be going, but sign up right now to the Big Bear Stumble, November 4th.
Yeah, I won't be there. Actually, this is the first one of the first stumbles since I joined. I won't be able to make it to. I've been to I haven't been to a wobble. Oh yeah, because I guess Wobble Meet Timbers was a wobble. I didn't make it to that. But I haven't. It's going to be a stumble I don't make it to. I just can't get the time off.
Yeah,
and I mean, it's kind of sad because it's only 2 hours for me too. Like it's drivable, Yeah. So, but still, Dollywood's going to be awesome. It's going to be a more intimate event, which is awesome for new members. I think the smaller events do a lot, and I think Alex can attest to that. He Silver Dollar, the Stumbles of Fun really brought Alex even closer into the group because he was like, holy shit, it's way more close, to everybody.
I did Stumble 325 and I was kind of just off on my own all day, just kind of enjoying Carowinds.
Well, and there was so many people, I'm sure, at Stumble 325.
That was a pretty big one, actually.
Like,
it's
80 or something.
Yeah, the smaller events really do a lot, for people that get close to a lot of the admins and people they know. So yeah, join Buzz Bars. We love everybody and we like roller coasters and we want you guys to come and have a good time with us. We're not all about let me have the good time. It's let us all have a good time.
Indeed.
And basically to bounce off of that is like my heart is always so full when I come back home from these events. Like the next few weeks, I feels like I have a persistent buff, like a modifier to deal with the world.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I'm dealing. Like bullshit happens, but it's okay because I just got back from my Buzz Bars fam, and that's truly how I feel every single time. I cannot try to make it out to even more of these events. Because, like you said, I need to go read your post, but really, like, being in the group has helped immensely. Just like, because knowing that there are people out there as nerdy as you, like that's the first part. It's like, oh shit, and on top of the way we have a good time, we literally sang SpongeBob SquarePants on Lightning Racer, bro. Like the whole theme song, like, is it that type of stuff? Is just so. I love it. Like, and apparently we're bad people on Reddit for having a good time. Sorry, we're having a good time at a theme park.
Yeah.
Oh god. I never even found the post, but if it were like generally, that's hilarious that someone did make that.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure, like, I know people they have their Buzz Bars isn't for everybody, but we try to be, and I think that's a lot. Is we try to be as welcoming as anybody else, and we want to make sure that you have a good time when you come to an event. So we hope to see you at the next one, because I will try to be at the one. I won't be at another one this year because I think the last one is the Big Bear Stumble for 2023, but I don't know if you guys just saw it, but Mike has posted an interest form about, some suggestions for 2024.
Huh.
So,
we'll join the Buzz Bars Discord if you want input on that, y'all.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, man. Alex, you have any last words?
What a good time. What a good time.
Sure.
That's all I got.
Yeah, I wonder what they're gaming on right now. They're in the gaming channel right now. in the voice.
Oh, I know. I saw that. I'm gonna go. When we get off here, I'm gonna go jump in there and just be like, "Hello, everyone," and then probably leave because I have stuff I got to do.
Yeah, I honestly would love to get a bit more rest before dealing with tomorrow. Let it a little early. Edit these casts, have them out. Man, thank y'all for coming on. I know, and sorry for viewers for, like I said earlier in the day, an earlier cast. No cast last week, but you're getting a double feature, so be grateful. We care about you.
A double feature.
Yeah, literally, they're getting that back to back.
Could have
They're
had
staying
a zero
at the theater.
feature.
Yeah.
Could have had a zero feature. So
Yeah.
that's what they're getting from my channel right now. Sadly,
Hey, look, making good content ain't easy. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Don't beat yourself up.
that's facts.
Like, it really, like, people think, oh, you have to be a content creator. All right, go ahead. That shit you can burn out mad fast, bro. Like, making good quality content that you will, like, went out there, like, you are your worst critic type of ordeal. It's yeah, I get it completely. But Aron, just, y'all, before we close it out, go ahead and follow Aron on all of his platforms, on his YouTube. Go ahead and find that great content. And then this video we were just talking about with the Worlds of Fun and Silver Dollar City. At the Ride Factor.
I do appreciate it. I will be hopefully getting the video from this stumble out as soon as I can. Have a couple more days off than just what I've got. So, yeah.
Hey man, that grind. We're all
Grind don't stop.
Man, and we're potentially helping people with that grind right now, because they're at least that's what I've heard. People we listen to the cast. At least we have a few truckers listening to the cast. Shout out to Paul. I think he's probably the only trucker, but
The grind don't stop. So,
oh yeah. I'd be feeling it's like tomorrow. I'll be literally doing a 12-hour, probably. So y'all go ahead and follow the guests of the cast. Like you said, at the Ride Factor at all platforms, basically. Besides Facebook, I don't know if you're on Facebook or not.
I am. It's the Ride Factor. It's
Okay.
all the every social media, and then I just have my random beer channel on Instagram. So
And the Travel Beer Diary. Is it the Travel Beer Diary or Travel Beer Diary?
yes, it's the Travel
Okay.
Beer Diary.
Remember it's the only one. Make sure you guys follow that on Instagram. And then Alex, you really should post, man. Your pictures are fantastic.
I just don't got any in the chamber, right?
Bro, you didn't take any for the winter season to like farm your followers? I'm just kidding.
I can't say I did.
No.
Every time I say I'm going to, I just forget.
Yeah, because you actually have you have a full on camera and equipment. Like, you don't just take it on your phone.
Sits on my closet door, collecting dust.
Yo, get out there this haunt season.
boys.
Okay. But yeah, we're closing out here. Go ahead and follow him when he does post at 0G Coasters on Instagram. Go ahead and follow the cast. Why not?
For sure.
At the High Rollers on Instagram, at the High Rollers DMV, and follow me at West Tower C. RC when he's here at O-Line Airtime. Twitter at High Rollers C, and then follow me at West Tower C. If you want to find this in a video form, if you're listening on Spotify, want to listen on YouTube, find all the playlists there. Go ahead and follow me on West Tower. All the episodes will be there from 32 to 1, and vice versa. You want to listen to us easily on Spotify, Apple Music, or podcast, Podbean, wherever you listen to. Go ahead and find us at the High Rollers. We're on every platform, I'm pretty sure. So, y'all, Aron, Alex, thank y'all for coming on, man.
Of course.
Homies.
Yeah,
Oh,
of course.
I
I always like getting on when I can. I do appreciate it.
Man, it's
and
been too
appreciate
long.
the warm welcome.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to set up something for, like, the end of the year type of thing to talk about, generally the good stuff of the year.
Postseason.
Oh, yeah.
Postseason breakdown.
Postseason report.
Yeah.
And definitely got to get on for that for sure. Definitely got to get on.
Well, we can chat and just let me know, and I'll be on when I can. I mean, just tell me when. So,
Everyone back
alrighty, well,
at home, car, whatever. Take care. Peace out. Never know who you meet in this hobby. Stay homey, everybody. Have a good one.
have a good night.